A Son of God is here. As he is, so are you in this world. 1 John 4 verse 17. My friends, one of the things I love most about God is that he gives us freedom. God will never force us to do anything. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope in the future." God has plans to give us a hope and the future. He doesn't want any to perish. 2 Peter 3 verse 9 says, God does not want any to perish, but all to come to repentance. It's not God's will for us to perish, but come to repentance. God knows the plans he has for us, but he also knows what we're going to do. Psalm 139 verse 16 says, all our days were written down in God's book before one of them came to pass. All of our days were written down in God's book. Let me read. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All your days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. God knows exactly what we're going to do. He doesn't force us to do anything. He's got plans to prosper us and not to harm us. Yet he won't stop us doing what we want to do. Look at Judas, for instance. It was never God's will for Judas to betray Jesus. It was never God's will for Judas to betray Jesus. But God knew Judas was going to do it. It was God's will for Judas to prosper, not to harm him. It was not God's will for him to perish. But God didn't stop him. He knew he was going to betray him. God didn't stop him, but God had plans to prosper him and not to harm him. God gave Judas the free will to betray Jesus. It was never God's will, but he knew he was going to do it.